Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out Entitled Parents. Story 1. Copyright licensing and a note on your rights. Due to a recent surge in Reddit-related YouTubers, the moderation team thought it would be prudent to remind you all of your rights related to the work you post here on Reddit. Reddit's User Agreement, Section 4, Paragraphs 3 and 4. You retain any ownership rights you have in your content, but you grant Reddit the following license to use that content. When your content is created with or submitted to the services, you grant us a worldwide, royalty-free, perpetual, irrevocable, non-exclusive, transferable, and sub-licensable license to use, copy, modify, adapt, prepare derivative works from, distribute, perform, and display your content and any name, username, voice, or likeness provided in connection with your content in all media formats and channels now known or later developed. This license includes the right for us to make your content available for syndication, broadcast, distribution, or publication by other companies, organizations, or individuals who partner with Reddit. You also agree that we may remove metadata associated with your content, and you irrevocably waive any claims and assertions of moral rights or attribution with respect to your content. TL. Dr. You still own your stories and other content, but you grant Reddit the right to redistribute it as they see fit, in a necessary blanket way to allow them to show it both to other Reddit users as well as to be indexed by search engines. The legal agreement does not mean that you automatically grant the right to YouTubers to narrate your stories for profit on their channels. Their actions do not fall under fair use. They fail on all 4 counts. They use the stories, without general commentary, in a commercial way. Your stories are your published personal accounts of events that happened. While the event itself is not copyrightable, your account of it is, especially once published. They use your stories in their entirety. When they do provide commentary, they generally use more of the stories than is necessary to make that commentary. They diminish the value of your work. The YouTube readings of your stories are complete replacements for your posts and remove any possible financial benefit you could gain through licensing deals or telling your stories on YouTube yourself. Let's take a closer look at point 4, where I mentioned licensing. The point is, in order to legally use your work, people need to obtain a license from you. There are some licenses, such as Creative Commons, that allow you to unilaterally grant permissions for use of your work, but nothing about Reddit forces you to use this kind of license. They are using your work for a commercial gain, you can get money involved. You're entitled to profits from readings of your story just like any other author is from an audiobook. We have also decided to disallow callouts to specific YouTubers in posts. This subreddit is not an advertising platform, Reddit is, the stories are not. Relevant links. How to submit a YouTube copyright takedown notice, https://support.google.com/youtube/answer/2807622. How to contact a YouTuber, https://support.google.com/youtube/answer/57955. Creative Commons License Builder, https://creativecommons.org/choose/. This work is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share Alike 4.0 International License. Story 2. Anxious about leaving for Paris. I'm 17F. I live either my mom and we're in a bad financial situation. Bills haven't been paid, divorce, and a lot of mental abuse. My mom had a 4-year-old with her husband and she always leaves me to take care of her whether for a tantrum or whatever. My mom gives me the responsibilities of cleaning the house by myself, it's a pretty big house, taking care of my dogs and helping out with my sister. My sister is not really disciplined. When she whines and cries, my mom ignores her or dissociates and walks away from her, leaving me to deal with it, or just tells and hits her, leaving her with nothing to learn from. I'm going to community college to give her time to move out the house and settle before I fill leave from her care. I want to study abroad across the States or in France for agriculture and food science. I really want to travel and I feel passionate about that, but lately she has expressed anger at my grandmother who went back to school and went to a very expensive island to live, and she felt like my grandmother left us even though she lived a whole hour away. I feel like she's gonna say the same thing to me since she acts like she can't do anything alone. Story 3. It's my birthday tomorrow and my mom is acting like she hates me because of it. I don't like using this account for venting, but I feel like I have to. My parents have been split up for about 10 years, but they still can't even handle being in a room with each other. So each year on mine or my brother's birthday we have separate parties, one at my dad's place and one at my mother's. We both hate it because our mother acts like she hates having to celebrate us and she hates that she's our only family. Every birthday either of us had, especially since I've been a teenager, she has made incredibly shitty by being cold, rude, unfriendly, unloving, and annoyed at us for being there. Tomorrow I'm turning 17. I've been living at my dad's for about 8 months now and haven't really been to her place because we can't handle living together since I have too much emotional damage from how she used to treat me as a kid and how she still treats me after so many years. But since it's my birthday tomorrow, I want to actually spend time with her and be happy and have fun and just have a normal day for fucking once. But no. She has to be a bitch about it. She has to act like going to restaurant with me, my brother, my boyfriend, my grandma and I is the worst thing ever. She has to constantly remind me how that is her gift and she's being nice. Like, wow. I'm not forcing you to do anything with me. It's not like I'm particularly keen on spending time with someone who acts like she secretly resents me, but whatever. She keeps on saying things in this disgusted tone when I ask for a suggest for things to do tomorrow. Oh, so I have to pick you up, do I? Yeah, you do, 'cause I don't have a license, since you didn't want me to get one and it's only a 10-minute drive. She got pissed at me for suggesting a time and got pissed that I had any thoughts of my own. Rant over. My birthday starts in a few hours and I'm already crying. Why can't my mother act like an adult? Story 4. My mother demands expensive gifts for her birthday and Christmas. My mother demands expensive gifts for her birthday and Christmas. Every time the date approaches, she starts asking what she will get and when the delivery will arrive. Unfortunately, when the gift isn't expensive enough, she will throw a fit and make childish remarks such as, "You haven't tried hard enough this time." With this and your last access status on WhatsApp being off, it feels as if I didn't have a son. I live abroad and my in-laws are coming over to visit. Other remarks from her include, "You saved money on the gift this time because you want to spend them with your in-laws, right? Your in-laws get a concert and I only get flowers. I bet you're even going to pay dinner for them." The flowers refer to her last gift. I once got her a nice bag a few years ago, and she keeps expecting that. Last year, I got a cheaper bag, €100, and she complained about it. Knowing that she will complain anyway and running out of ideas, I got her a nice bouquet this year. She's really damn crazy, entitled, and possibly a narcissist. Or not. Story 5. Karen tells a teen to stop playing with his 6-year-old twin brothers. Hi. I hope this story entertains everyone and I have gained inspiration to tell this story from Redditor. So for context, I have a set of twin brothers who are almost 10 years younger than me. I am a 16-year-old male living in the US and every year my family, and sometimes my grandmas go to a pumpkin patch that doubles as an apple orchard, and you can go to 3 different areas. One being the main farm, one being where the corn maze is, and one where you pick out your pumpkins. There's also a little train ride that my brothers love along with my 1-year-old baby brother. Anyways, on to the story. The cast is as followed: EK, entitled Kid M, entitled Mom Dad, my dad. So this happened around 2 to 4 months ago. It's the height of picking pumpkins for Thanksgiving, and/or Halloween. In the main farm area of the pumpkin patch there is a whole bunch of things for kids to do. This particular story happens in a giant sand pit and my brothers and parents had already been there longer than us due to me and my grandma watching American football, not soccer, don't get confused, as I am a huge football fan and play it. So we had to leave later because there was an early game being played in London in England or Munich in Germany. Note most football games are played between 12 p.m. to 7:30/8:00 p.m. This game was being played at 8:30 a.m. and it was a team I wanted to lose playing someone I wanted to win. So when me and my grandma arrive to the pumpkin patch and we get in, I get a call from my dad saying to meet them over at the sandpit/box, whatever you wanna call it. When we get there, my little brothers are working on a really nice tunnel, not part of the story, I was just proud of them, and they were using 2 to 3 toys in total to build it. So I go over and grab a toy bulldozer because my brothers wanted to play with me and I happily agree since when I was little my older half-brother would do the same and I like playing with toy machinery. So fast forward half an hour to an hour and me and my brothers are playing with the toys and the following interaction ensues and all names are fake. Jack, I'm going to get a drink of water, I'll be right back. Can you make sure someone doesn't take my bulldozer? Me, sure, just be quick. So he runs over to get a drink of water and not even 5 seconds later I noticed a kid playing with the toy Jack was playing with. So with my best friendly smile and little kid voice I ask him the following question. Me, hey, my little brother is playing with this and he's just getting a drink of water and he'll be upset if he comes back and sees that the stuff he made is being destroyed and someone is playing with the thing he was playing with. EK looks up and with this snarky response he says. EK, no. My mom said I can play with it. Me, well you see this is the only bulldozer left but there's Oth. And without even letting me finish my sentence M pipes in and says. No, he can play with it, there's no one playing with it, he can play with it. Me, well my brother is playing with it and this is the last bulldozer here. You will give my baby the bulldozer. At this point I'm getting angry but I keep my cool, for now, and I don't like being told by people I don't know what I can and can't do. Me, but this is a public place and I can save this for my 6-year-old brother who happened to be playing with it already and he would have been gone for no more than 45 seconds. I don't care. My baby deserves that toy. At this point I'm fed up with her bullshit and I stand up and I say. Me, once again it's a pub. Give it to him now. You're what, like 10? You shouldn't be playing with that anyways. After that I am completely done. Me? 10? Yes I know I'm a 10 but not 10 years old and I look better than you, thank you very much. I can get aggressive when I'm mad and I can be quite insulting. What? You're not 10? And don't be racist and tell me I am not a 10-year-old. Yes, she thought I was talking about age. Me, no, in fact I'm 16. 16? That's even worse for you to be playing with kids. I give her a what the fuck are you thinking, lady, look. Me, but these are my brothers and tell me how that's worse. To be playing with. My dad cuts me off. I'm not using my real name. Dad, Josh. Come over here, I wanna talk to you. I looked at my brother and said. Me, do you want to go somewhere else? Jack, yes please. He was on the verge of crying and I walked him over to our dad. When we get to my dad I start saying. Me, did I do something wrong? I was just trying to. Dad, just drop it and sit here next to me. Then he said something really unexpected. Dad, don't let the Karen get to you. I looked at him and laughed and said that I didn't know he knew that term. So that's my story. I never saw that women again the rest of the time and I was glad. I hope this found all of you well and I thought I'd put my story out there. Also to Redditor, or Jack, thanks for reading this and I love your videos and podcasts and I listen to them while playing solitaire or chess on my school Chrome ebook. Shout out to my wonderful grandmas and parents, they're amazing. That's all for today, please don't forget to like and subscribe.